We're sneaking up to the quarter to the top of the hour. That means it's time to check in on national stories that are making headlines. For that, Russ Mitchell joins us for what's happening now in America. Hi, Russ.
It does sneak up, doesn't it, Betsy?
It does.
Good evening to you. Good evening to you at home as well. A day after President Trump announced sweeping reciprocal tariffs, the stock market had plummeted. The Dow Jones had its biggest loss since the onset of the pandemic back in 2020. Still, this afternoon, the president insisted the U.S. is, quote, going to boom.
The thing that people have to talk about, we're up almost to $7 trillion of investment coming into our country. And you'll see how it's going to turn out. Our country's going to boom.
What president walks mindlessly into a recession, which means it's harder to get a job, harder to keep a job, harder to pay the bills? What president does that?
The tariffs are being criticized by a growing number of lawmakers on both sides of the aisle. In fact, a bipartisan bill that would give Congress final approval on tariffs imposed by a president was introduced today. We'll have a report from Washington coming up at 6 o'clock. President Trump is moving to fire multiple White House officials in the National Security Council. The Associated Press says the president removed the staffers because they were not deemed loyal enough to his agenda. The move came at the suggestion of far-right activist Laura Loomer, who met with high-ranking officials in the Oval Office today. Late this afternoon, the Senate voted in favor of Dr. Mehmet Oz's nomination to be the administrator of the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. It oversees programs that provide health care coverage for about half of the U.S. population.